What's the word, family? We back with another reaction video on this Thursday. I ain't gonna say too much. Let's get right into the story right here. Let's take a trip to Kissimmee, Florida. We got a family that went on a road trip to celebrate their son's Brandon's birthday. Basically, on this road trip, when they got to the Airbnb, it was two kids playing in the car. It was a 4-year-old and it was a 2-year-old. The 4-year-old came across an unsecured gun in the car and accidentally shot the 2-year-old. I ain't gonna say too much. Let's get right into the story. Check this out, family.
Missoula County Sheriff Chris Blackman announcing the troubling news Monday that a 4-year-old was able to find an unsecured, unholstered handgun in the family's vehicle. The sheriff fielded several questions, including, do you expect charges to be brought in this case?
Probably so, but it's initially, we're just in the beginning of the investigation. We actually have a meeting today with the state attorney to discuss the case as well, so there's further discussion there.
Authorities say the family traveled from Georgia and got to their Airbnb late Sunday afternoon. They had not yet even walked into their Airbnb, the sheriff says, when they heard a gunshot. The 4-year-old boy had apparently gone back inside the car, where his 2-year-old relative was still waiting inside. The handgun was also inside that vehicle.
It's right here. This is so simple to put on, and that would stop that problem from happening.
While stressing the significance of gun safety and gun storage, Sheriff Blackman held up a gun lock, urging people at home to listen.
And if it can save one life, it's worth that investment to us.
While the two kids was in the car playing around or whatever, the family was unloading and unpacking to go into their Airbnb. And I guess the 2-year-old got his hands on a gun that wasn't secured, that was just sitting in the car. My thing is, if you know that it's two kids playing in the car, as an adult, if I know I got a gun in this car and I see these kids is making their way to this car to play in it, to do whatever they was finna do while we unpack and get ready to go inside the Airbnb, or if we're unloading our things and it's a gun in a car, my first instinct is gonna be, okay, I know I got this gun in here. Let me take this motherfucker out. I would have took the gun out as soon as we got to the Airbnb. If I know I don't have a gun lock, or if I know I don't have a secure place to keep it, it's going definitely inside the Airbnb, and I'm making sure that no kids get their hands on it, right? Because bro, that's sad. You got a 2-year-old that lost their life. You feel me? Like by a 4-year-old. That is insane. Somebody that's only 2 years older than him. That is wild, bro. And it's one of them things where the 4-year-old probably ain't gonna remember, that happened. Depending on how the family played, of course they're gonna remember, the event, but they can't even make sense of what the fuck they just did because they're only 4 years old. He probably picked up the gun and thought the gun was like a toy or, a cap gun or, not a real gun. He didn't know what that was, bro. So you can't blame the 4-year-old. I blame the adults who was there. You feel me? They need to be held responsible because why the fuck you got a gun just lingering in a car when you got these two kids playing in there? This could have been prevented. Now y'all whole family trip is ruined because y'all got to prepare a funeral for a 2-year-old, bro. That is insane. As of right now, there has no been arrest or anything of that nature. The police is just really pushing firearm safety and telling the public, y'all gotta be more secure when it comes to having firearms just laying around that's not secure. You feel me? So I think the police is still investigating a little bit, but you can tell this is one of those things where it was truly an accident. I don't think the parents is gonna be charged. I don't know. You feel me? It's still fresh. That's the only press conference and news footage that we got right now. The family really haven't did a press conference or did a story yet. The news haven't dropped a story yet with the family. Once they do, I would certainly come back and show you guys. I do know that they just talked to the news outlet or whatever and gave, you know, their how they felt about, the little boy that got killed and how he was just, has how he was just full of life and things of that nature. They really didn't do a video report or interview or anything of that nature. So if we do get that, I will certainly come back and update you guys with this. We're gonna keep following and see what happens with this story right here. I ain't gonna say too much, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta be careful with these babies, especially around firearms. If you have a gun, or if you have a gun in the house, please make sure that gun is in a lockbox. You feel me? Or make sure that you got that gun lock that sheriff was just showing people at the press conference. It's that simple. You may think that situations like that won't happen to you or it can't happen to you, but it actually can. You feel me? So make sure y'all be safe, bro, when it comes to that. And prayers and condolences go out to this young bull's family, man. It's sad as fuck, bro, because he's only 2. He didn't get a chance to really even live his life yet. You feel me? Or grow up. 4-year old is still a baby. It's literally babies. Little pups. It's insane, bro. So prayers out to the family. Send them my condolences to them, man. And y'all be safe, bro. Especially with these babies. Like I said, lock them guns up. Keep them out of reach. I ain't gonna say too much, though. I say too much already. Make sure you hit that sub, like, and comment button. Don't forget to hype you up. I'm out of here. Peace out, my boy DJ.